Okay, welcome back to another episode of The Voice of Sports. This is Season 2, Episode 3. I'm your host, Big C, and follow on my co-host, London. Today's episode, we got a special guest, my good friend, Cortland. Today, we're going to be good debates, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. Okay. Do the Lakers need to be worried about Russell Westbrook after his preseason debut?
I think it's too early to tell right now. It's just a few preseason games. I mean, a lot of people say preseason don't matter. I mean, I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter. It matters and it doesn't matter in a sense. Preseason, that's like it shapes up how you gonna play during the regular season. Of course, they ain't gonna go all out preseason and try that bit, and he ain't gonna be averaging no triple double like he been for the past few years. But I mean, you still wanna show some of your potential. That you with a new team, you wanna like from Washington to LA. You wanna like show what you can do and build that chemistry with the Lakers. That's what he hasn't done yet. Like you can tell, he hasn't built like that whole team chemistry with them.
Yeah.
I mean, he had like the past two games. He had a few like a good amount of turnovers. That's something I say you should be a little worried about. But cause like I don't know if he's just being careless with the ball, like he doesn't care, or like that's just something that's gonna be ongoing during the season. But I think that they shouldn't be too worried because it is Russell Westbrook and he's a bucket. Like last season he averaged a triple double. Year before that triple double. Year before that triple double. I mean, and for him to be a 6'3" guard, that's amazing. But yeah, I don't think they should be too worried about it. He's gonna come around during the season when you get him, LeBron, AD, that big three, and together, and they get in grind mode during the season, and then especially when the playoffs come, I believe they're gonna be a big problem. And Russell Westbrook specifically gonna be a game changer for the Lakers to get them back to the finals.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, you're right. He really ain't built no chemistry with Bron and AD in him yet. So I mean, it's possible to see. So yeah, I mean, I will be a little worried though. You know what I'm saying? He got 7 turnovers. He only had 2 points. Then he went 1 for 6 shooting in 17 minutes. I don't know. Looking a little spooky to me. He better put a little pep in his step.
hey, for real though. But nah, this is a brand new offensive rush. He got to get just to that. He's not the number one player on the floor no more. You got Bron, AD. They two dominant players. So he need to just get settled in, relax, get used to his new role, trying to facilitate the ball more. And when them younger players come in, they can run the flow with him. I'm gonna find with all that what he doing, pushing the pace, getting the ball down the floor quick, and then he could score with them younger players like Wayne Ellington, Malik Monk, Kendrick Nunn, THT, all those guys. They come in.
Austin Reeves too. He looked good in preseason.
He did. So with them guys in with Westbrook, I'm all for him running, pushing the ball fast pace. But when LeBron, Melo, AD, them not no young guys no more. So he can slow the pace down a little bit, still be effective and efficient, so that he won't have all those turnovers. Because 15 turnovers in 2 games is quite god awful. Not gonna lie. So he get adjusted to playing his role and doing everything he need to do. I'm not worried about the Lakers at all.
Yeah, and like you said, he's not the number one option on like the team, the number one player on the team anymore. I mean, like, he can be, but he's not.
Yeah, he's not.
I mean, he's not. He's so used to, like, he was with Washington, OKC, the Rockets. I mean, all them, he was, like, used to being number one player. I mean, he had Harden with him sometimes. But, I mean, like, him and Harden right there, they were sharing that role. But, like, now he's with LeBron, and we know LeBron is the GOAT. I mean, you're not finna overstep LeBron, and then AD gonna get his numbers. I feel like this gonna be a good bounce back season for AD.
Yep.
After the past few seasons, like when he had a little injuries and all that.
Yep.
So like he gonna have to just play his role. I'm really interested to see if he gonna average a triple double this season.
Yeah.
I feel like he might be close. I don't know about getting a triple double. Because you got some big men.
Yeah.
On that team, who's gonna grab them boards. So I want to see if he's gonna be able to like get those rebounds. I could see the assists and the points. I definitely I know he's averaging a double double for sure.
For sure.
For sure. But that triple double, I'm really excited to see if he can do that. But I believe in Russ. I believe he still got that game in him. I don't think his time up yet. I think he still got like a few more seasons in him to go before you really just start to see him decline with the numbers. So this Lakers team's scary, and I'm ready to see that.
Yeah.
And then also with Russ having that right there, I think he will get the triple double because I don't think it's gonna be high as numbers we used to him seeing. I'm seeing around the 15-point triple doubles, stuff like that. And with him getting that triple double, I think this really finna evolve back to the old LeBron, the scoring LeBron. LeBron ain't got to worry about facilitating. Of course he is gonna facilitate, but I think some of them shots when they get their chemistry together, LeBron gonna start taking like a lot of those shots now. So
like you said, I can see around there like the somewhere between 15, 17 points per game. Last season he averaged 22.2, 11.5 rebounds, 11.7 assists. And those on that assist number, he was that's first in the league last season, 11.7. So I like I said, I really see him still getting those assists. But I think he's gonna be good. I think he's gonna be fine.
What do you think about the league general manager saying Kevin Durant is the best small forward in the league?
I believe that is right now. I believe that is 100% true. Not gonna lie. When we talking about like last season, and you can say like the season before that, in my eyes, Kevin Durant has been the best basketball player in the NBA. Better than LeBron, like these past few seasons. But if we talking about all time or like the we going off the decade or whatever, LeBron is definitely got KD. He owned KD for the decade, except for when KD was with the Warriors. But I mean, you joined a 7-3-9 team. There ain't much you can do about that. But if we talking about just in general, like the past decade, I think LeBron owned him. But if we talking about like these past few seasons, last season, I think KD, like right now, he got LeBron. Kevin Durant, like he's just so skilled. Possibly, like he's in the argument for the best scorer of all time. You got a 7-footer. He's definitely one of the best for sure. Like even if you don't say he is the best, definitely one of the best for sure. Top 3 for sure. But like you got a 7-footer right there, 7 foot, who can just pull up in your face from 3. I mean, it really ain't much you could do about that. He long. I mean, it's gonna be hard to block those shots unless you just got a big dude out there. And then the big men are too slow to guard KD. I mean, he can get to the basket. Like he dribble. He got handles. He can dribble, shoot. His mid range is deadly. I mean, it's hard to find Kevin Durant. See Kevin Durant miss a mid range shot. I mean, fadeaways. Like, I mean, I don't know. KD, he's just a demon.
Yeah, I agree. KD, no, his mid range is just, I don't know, man. Deadly. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, he is the best small forward right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at his stats from last season. He was averaging almost 30 points. He had really 27, almost 30. And I was like, wow. More than what LeBron averaged last season. LeBron averaged 25 last season with 7 boards, and he averaged 7 assists. KD averaged 7 boards, 5 assists. So, I mean, they neck and neck, but scoring wise, KD got Bron. But overall, what London was saying, Bron got him overall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So me, I disagree with both of y'all. But I will give you this. KD is the best scorer this league have ever seen.
Okay.
Y'all know I'm not no big KD fan, but like, if you go see over the decade, KD averaged 29.5 points, LeBron averaged 29. For folk to say LeBron is not a scorer and he's still averaging 10, 11 rebounds with 7, 8 assists, you just have to give LeBron the credit that he's the best all-around player that we ever seen.
Yeah.
All around.
He is.
Alright, but KD scoring wise, nobody's going him 1-on-1. And that's just proves fact. Like, you can't do nothing about a 7-foot player with a 7-foot wingspan pulling up in your face from deep. There's nothing you can do about that. They're just
Right.
strictly skill. They're strictly skill. I give him that, but KD is the best scorer, but I don't think he's the best player. But as we talked about earlier, with Westbrook coming in, I think LeBron will get back to his scoring state. It's just me, because he got somebody else that can facilitate the ball for him. But KD, and then I think KD points per game will go down with if Kyrie gets a COVID shot and Harden 100% healthy, and both of them stay healthy playing with him. Unless they just do like they was last year, dropping 30 apiece. I think it'll go down, but KD is the best scoring small forward I've ever seen in my life. But I'm taking LeBron. It's the top player.
Well, I know, like you were saying, with those 11 rebounds and 7, 8 assists. Last season LeBron already averaged 7.7 rebounds. So like I can see, like I think it's time. I'm not gonna say it's time for him to retire, because I definitely know LeBron still got some in the tank. Yeah. But I mean, you could tell he's declining a little bit. Like he out of his prime. Yeah. Like it's soon LeBron time gonna be over. I mean, you could tell, like, you got new players coming in the league. And then you got players like that's been in the league for a few years that's starting to take over, like Giannis. Yeah. I mean, who else you got coming in the league? Like Luka came in the league a few years ago. Yep. Like it's time for them, like, to take over the league, to take that position as the face of the league. It's their turn now. Yeah. So I can see LeBron. I really don't see LeBron numbers like getting high again. Yeah. But like I can see a like steady like last season, like 25, 7 to 7. Yeah. So I really don't know about that. But I definitely think KD still got it as far as right now. Yeah. But they like with KD, they like to put him in that power forward role too sometimes. Yeah. But when we talking about power forward, I don't really see him as the best power forward. I definitely see him as the best small forward. When we talking about power forward, I see I think I'm gonna pick Giannis on that one. Giannis, and then probably AD somewhere. It's really close to me between Giannis and AD. Yep. If Giannis could shoot as good as AD, it'll be a problem. Giannis, it'll definitely be Giannis for sure. But it's hard. They both got their own game. Yeah. Like it's not that far. They both good defensive players. Yep. I believe they both 2 top 5 for sure. Maybe top 3 defensive players. Yeah, AD is a problem. He stay healthy. Yeah, but so when we talking about power forward, I really don't see KD over Giannis or AD in that one. Yep. But small forward, I definitely see him. In there.
Yeah, I agree. Because I think what would really put LeBron over the top, if he could just give me at least 80% for the free throw line. Yeah. If he could give me that, these scoring thing would be identical. Like identical with KD and LeBron. Like, let's say on the average, how many free throws we say LeBron misses a game? About 7, 8? Yeah. So that's a lot. That's another 8, 7 buckets to a 25-point game.
Yep, he
That's
shot
30.
69 point. He shot
Yeah.
69.8 from the free throw line last season.
Yeah. Like if he give me them
60% in the postseason.
Yeah, he give me those extra 7-8 point, them 30-point game.
Yep.
So, but yes, KD, excellent free throw shooter, excellent shooter in general. Mid range, deadly. But like
his defense starting to pick up a little
starting
bit.
to pick up.
Yep.
So,
but who else was that? I forgot what yeah.
Yep. So, anything else you want to add, Court?
No, not really.
All right. Okay. Did the Patriots get robbed for Stephon Gilmore?
They got more than robbed. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly.
They got more than robbed. Stephon Gilmore, that's the top 3 corner right there when healthy.
Yep.
He hurt right now, but still, when he come back, he definitely gonna be a problem for that Carolina defense.
Say he supposed to come back this week. Week 6.
Yeah. He's definitely gonna be a problem for that Carolina defense. Who, like the past 2 games, they lost their last 2 games.
Yeah.
It's time for that defense to get back on track. I believe Stephon's gonna help that.
Yep.
I mean, when you look at him, he's just not like, he's not a big numbers corner.
Yeah.
Like who gonna
Should Deontay Wilder be disappointed with himself after last night? After Saturday fight.
Deontay Wilder. I don't know what to say about him. Yeah, he definitely should be disappointed by himself.
Yeah.
The first fight, he got lucky that it was a draw. Honestly.
Yeah.
From that last like in a few rounds, he had to knock down on Tyson. Second fight, he just got demolished, knocked down in the 7th round.
Yep.
It was just a mauling that whole fight. This third fight,
yeah,
that past Saturday, I watched this fight. I ordered a pay-per-view, and I was just watching. You look at Deontay Wilder and look at Tyson Fury. They two different completely boxers.
Yep.
Tyson Fury, you can tell he got that skill.
Yeah, skill.
The slipping, the movement,
yep,
and the 1-2,
yep,
and just catch him off guard while Deontay Wilder is just swinging wild, like he just swinging hard. He's trying to rely on his strength, just like his pure strength, to help him win these fights. And that's basically how he got here, like to the record he had now. Now he after like he got 2 losses from a guy who actually is showing, who's got skill that's gonna slip and move all that stuff and duck and weave off that stuff.
Yep.
I mean, so you really just can't just go in and swing it for the fences. Like you can see, that's what he did from the first rounds. The first 2 rounds, I believe he got the upper hand on Tyson. I was looking at the scorecards, and they scored the same way. They gave the first 2 rounds. Most of the 2 of the judges, I believe, gave the first 2 rounds to Deontay. But that's because he was just going. I believe he tired himself out in the first 2 rounds as well. I mean, he was just swinging, exerting all his energy. But now you see what happened. Like when you do that, you start leaving yourself vulnerable, and you start getting fatigued.
Yep.
I mean, you're gonna be easier to knock down and just find an open spot to just knock you down. And that's what Tyson Fury did in the 3rd round. Yep. He scoring that first knockdown. And I believe that's like really where he took over the fight at. But Deontay did come back in the 4th round and knock him down twice. So I believe I thought right there that the fight maybe actually is gonna be a good fight. Cause I saw when the first fight first started, I believe that Deontay, like I knew basically what was gonna happen. He was gonna tire himself out because he was going in way too hard. Yep. Like you could tell, like he came in like he was trying to prove something, like he was trying to get him out of there early. But I mean, when you find Tyson Fury, that ain't the case. That really ain't gonna work. So you see, he paid for that with that when he got knocked down in the 3rd round. But he did get up like a soldier. And Tyson Fury got knocked down twice in the 4th round, and like after that knockdown in the 4th round with Tyson Fury got knocked down, it's like something got into him. Like he knew, like it was time for him to take over. So Tyson Fury, like you could tell through the middle round, Tyson Fury took over, and he started putting the beat down on him. Deontay did get a few good licks in those middle rounds. You could tell like he wasn't going down easy. There was a few times like he should have been knocked down, but he was wobbling, but he was just still standing. And Tyson Fury just putting licks on him, and that's a big dude. 6'9", 280, I believe, 280 something. I mean, and Deontay 6'7", 230 something. I mean, me personally, I'm not gonna fight nobody 2 inches taller than me and 50 pounds heavier. That's just me in general. But I mean, he a strong man for getting there with him. But I believe that Tyson Fury is just too much for Deontay. I know a few people are talking about a 4th fight, but I really doubt we see that happen. I believe that the trilogy is over. I believe that Tyson Fury got the best of him. I believe he proved some, like beating up on him through those middle rounds. He showed that he the better man, and then leading up to that knockout in the 11th round, where he was just like, you could tell that he was like even without him just putting leash on him, you could tell that Deontay Wilder was just fading away, and it was just only a matter of time with Tyson Fury to get that one good lick in. I don't know, man. He got that in the 11th round with the right hand.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. He was like toward the 11th round, he was putting too much strength on his punches, and he got fatigued. In the 11th round, he just, you know what I'm saying, he let himself down, or he kept letting his hands down. Tyson Fury had a lot of energy. He was still in the fight. You know what I'm saying? He put that one leg on him, and it was over with. He just failed. He knocked out.
Hey, but yeah, like a lot of people didn't know this, but it went around like towards the week before the fight that Deontay Wilder wanted to put on 20 pounds of extra weight to fight this man. I think he shouldn't have done that. You know, we all know Deontay Wilder got the strength. We got the strength. He shouldn't have did that at all. Putting on 20 extra pounds. You know that I just knew that was gonna slow him down anyway. I like you find a man that's strictly skilled. He not finna sit here and play with you. He finna sit here and touch your jaw loose. Yeah, I'm saying.
And for him to be 280 and like he gotta like Tyson Fury, he's just not a muscular dude. He got a lot of body fat if you just look at him.
Yeah.
And for him to be that big and that tall, he is very skilled. One of the best skilled heavyweights I've ever seen.
Very fast.
Yeah. He pretty quick. And then so Tyson Fury, we all know he very skilled. That's not a question about it. So Deontay Wilder actually, with that putting on that extra 20 pounds of weight, he actually lasted way longer than I thought he would. Way longer. So I don't think he should be disappointed with himself, even though he did get knocked out 2 times in a row. But to go 11 rounds with a skilled boxer like that, there's not no physical fit boxer either. He's just like a strong, smart fighter. Tyson Fury. So I think Wilder should keep his head up. We all know that Fury is a better boxer. It just wasn't no debate about that. I really think Fury should be 3-0 against Wilder because, like you said, that draw, it was
he got lucky. He got that knockdown in the late rounds.
Yeah. So, and then get knocked out in 7 rounds in the second match, and then to go 11 rounds to get knocked out again. I think the stamina played a big part in him really getting tore apart in that fight. So I had Fury winning anyway, but I had this being a decision fight, not a knockout fight, and I think them 20 pounds played a big part into it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had Tyson Fury in this fight. I knew he was gonna win.
Me too.
Deontay Wilder, he got a big mouth too.
Yeah, a big one.
But for you to have a big mouth, you gonna have to bag that up, and he really didn't do that.
Nope.
I mean, like I said in the first few rounds, you could tell he was trying.
He was trying.
He should have came in with a better game plan than he did. His game plan was to try to get him out there early, you could tell, but that was the wrong game plan.
Yep.
And me personally, I really don't see nobody in that heavyweight class that can beat Tyson Fury.
Nope.
I really believe Deontay had the best hands out of anybody. I don't see nobody else beating Deontay either. Honestly, I don't see nobody else beating Deontay. Tyson Fury, the only person I think that can beat Deontay, but I don't think Deontay can beat Tyson Fury.
Yep.
So I think they number 1 and 2 in that heavyweight class. And Tyson Fury, he definitely gonna go down to one of the all-time great heavyweight boxers.
Yep.
I really see him like ending his by the time he retired. I really see him ending with a undefeated record. But yeah, that was a wonderful fight. That trilogy itself was wonderful. All 3 fights.
Yep.
Even though the second one didn't go as planned.
Yep.
But that first one and that third one was really epic for sure.
Yeah. And then with these fights being over, like you're saying, I don't think gonna be a 4th one.
Nah.
At least he can say he went that far with pretty much the best boxer in that heavyweight class.
Yeah.
So ain't nobody else messing with him, and he said he should wear that high. Only person that's finna beat me is Tyson Fury. None of you other heavyweight boxers is not finna be in this ring with me keeping up.
Yeah.
So
but, I mean, of course he's not gonna admit that though.
Yeah, he's not gonna admit that.
Mean, we see that though.
Yeah, we see it.
In the fight Saturday, he didn't even stay in the ring. Tyson Fury even said that when he went over there to go to try to acknowledge him and give him his flowers and praise, that he didn't want to talk to him. I mean, that's bad sportsmanship. Like I said, Deontay got a big mouth.
Yeah,
I mean, when you boxing, I mean, it's gonna be times you get knocked down and stuff. You might lose some. I mean, everybody ain't gonna lose some. You know, you got some undefeated boxers. I mean, you might lose some. Like you find this dude. This is a good boxer. It ain't like you just lost to some bum or whatever or a bad boxer. But I mean, you find another dude who right there at your skill level a little better than you. I mean, things gonna happen. And for you to just like lead a ring, no interview, no nothing. I mean, that's just a bad look for you and your team.
Yeah, it is. Cause I mean, we know you got knocked out, but you went far. You fought hard. He tried to show his respect to you. Just show your respect back and just move on. We know that pay-per-view was a lot, and we know both of them is getting a lot of money from that fight. So just show your respect.
A Las Vegas fight too. Yeah.
Yeah. Then so you know the bets and the eyes on that was high in that fight. So they getting paid a lot of money for that fight. So just show your respect and move on.
He's probably the two best boxers in the world right now. So
So
I mean, that fight definitely gonna bring a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, just respect one another, and that's why I respect Tyson Fury. He's a really nice dude. You can just tell he's a nice dude, real religious dude. Like you could tell, like once the fight was over, he was just praising God for like just that win, and like for him to be able to be there to like do that. I mean, that's why I just respect him, and like he actually tried to respect Deontay and have conversation with him, but. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't respect Deontay. I mean, I still respect him, like as a boxer, but like, I really don't know. Like when it comes to just like in general,
his character, his personality,
his character, he could do better.
Yeah. So I think he should have talked to him back. Just, hey, nice fight, nice clean fight, shake hands. You ain't got to get too deep in the conversation, but make it look good and professional for television.
Yeah. I mean 300. That's still a lot of yards in the NFL game. But I mean, Herbert, he had 398, and that's just crazy. He's definitely in the MVP conversation this season. Right now, if he keep this up, him and Kyler gonna be a dog fight for that MVP conversation.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. So I think Herbert played better though. The Browns had them in that game. Yeah. But Chargers and Herbert, they just found a way to pull it out.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Justin Herbert, he did pretty good, but Baker, he didn't do bad himself. Like you were saying, Baker went 23 for 32. Justin Herbert went 26 for 43.
Yeah.
And as I was saying, know what I'm saying, Nick Chubb had a good game, but the tight end, David Njoku, he had a good game too. 7 receptions, 149 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Amazing game. Yep.
And then Austin Eckler, he had 66 yards, 2 touchdowns, 17 carries.
Yep.
And then another receiver with the Chargers, Williams.
Mike Williams. Amazing game.
He had 8 receptions, 165 yards, 2 touchdowns himself.
Yep.
So I mean, it was a good game, dog fight.
Yep, shootout.
Came down to the wire, 47-42.
Hey, yep, I agree, but both of these QB played amazing. Baker Mayfield threw 23 for 32, 305 yards, 2 TD, no interception. He also threw the ball less than Herbert. That reason because you got Nick Chubb. I mean, he doing. I mean, of course, statistically, Derrick Henry number a little better, but he's right there, like right there. We're doing
top 3 running back in my eyes for sure.
Top 3, and then but Justin Herbert threw 26, 43, 398 yard, 4 TD. I gave Justin the edge because in the 4th quarter he put 26 points up. Like, that's great. Like you can't make that up. And then I also think people are underrated Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
They is. 17 carries for 66 yards. He also had 5 catches out the backfield for 53 yards. I mean, this ain't no one-time thing. He been doing this game after game, been going from the real route, burning them linebackers. The linebacker on him, they is beat. So I gave Justin the game that it's like he just get better by the throw going down the field. So and then he have Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, guide. Like, come on now. I know both sides of the defense wish they could have played better because it was a high-scoring game. So, but in this game, I think Justin Herbert deserved his flowers. He earned that game to me.
Yeah, and like you were saying, that 4th quarter, that's the reason they won the game right there.
Yeah.
26 points. You can't. Points.
Yeah. That's the reason they won the game. I believe that the Browns, like, if they didn't put up those 20 seeds, the Browns would have won that game.
Yeah, exactly.
for sure. The Browns, that's a pretty good team. They got Arizona next week.
Yep.
So hopefully my Cardinals can hold them out, stay undefeated with that.
Yep.
The Chargers got the Ravens next week. They got Lamar.
Yep.
Two
games to watch.
I'm really interested in those two games. Those are gonna be two good games next week, especially the Chargers and Ravens games. I want to see Lamar versus Herbert. I believe that's gonna be a real good matchup.
Yeah, but then one thing I'm worried about for the Chargers is stopping the run. I know they can, but will they?
Yeah. That defensive line. Yep. Gotta step up. They got people on the defensive line. Just they got to step up.
Yeah, they got to step up. I need a huge game from both in that. I need Derwin James to come down, drop down to the safety position, get big tackles in on Lamar. Any running back, if they run the ball, I need him to drop down and hit hard, so they can stop the run. Make Lamar beat you by passing the ball.
Yep.
Yeah. So
that's the key. That's the key to beating the Ravens. I mean, like NFL teams should have figured that out by now.
Yeah.
The key to beating the Ravens is making Lamar pass the ball.
Yeah, and then
make him show how accurate he is, and make him show how deep he can throw the ball.
Yeah, like we know he got arguably a top 5 tight end with Mark Andrews. But make him beat you by him throwing the ball. They folks have to understand. Once he get to running the ball, it don't matter what running back they going in, they gonna tote it too. I mean, that offensive line is underrated. They play pretty good. But once he goes scramble for 25, 30 yards, go run up the middle play with J.K. Dobbins hurt, but I don't even know who their next running back is up right now. But he running the ball. I mean, you shooting for 9, 10 yards every play. Keep feeding it. Like, just stop the run. They can't stop the run. It's gonna be a problem for the Chargers. That's a lot of clock going right there. So.
Yeah, but you were saying about the Ravens rushing. They back up. They running back up right now is Latavius Murray, and they got Le'Veon Bell in there too. So
okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about
it. That's a good backfield, especially when JK back.
Yeah, JK back, it's gonna be scary.
Yeah, that's a good backfield. But the Browns and Baker, they like I said, they looking good. That game with Arizona next week. I believe that they might have to rely on their rushing game again.
Yep.
Kind of like this week. It was really even, but Nick Chubb had a wonderful game.
Yeah.
Because the Cardinals run defense did pretty good. The Cardinals defense in general did good this week when they played the 49ers. That defense is the reason that they won that game. But they don't have one of the best run defenses. Pass defenses they do have one of the best, but run defenses they don't have one of the best run defenses in the league. It's not bad though. Yeah. But I believe that if the Browns do want to win that game, they're gonna have to rely on Nick Chubb a lot in that game. It's gonna be hard passing the ball, especially if Odell not putting up those big numbers. I mean, unless he's gonna hit David and Njoku all the time.
Yep.
At the tight end position, that's the only way. But the Cardinals pass defense is amazing.
Yep. So
they're gonna have to rely on that run, even though the Cardinals do our two starting cornerbacks are out, Marco Wilson and Byron Murphy. Yep. That pass defense is still phenomenal. So I believe that the Browns, they're gonna have to rely a lot on Nick Chubb when they play this week coming in.
Yep. And what I need is Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt to have a field day that game. I need them to go off, go hard, get back there, put some pressure on the backfield. You pressure Baker Mayfield, he gonna fumble up and then he can do about that. And I need them to contain the running back pretty well. I don't want Nick Chubb over 100 yards in that game. So if they want to win,
but you look at it, that game they had yesterday against Arizona. They did pretty good. J.J. Watt and Chandler did good. Chandler, if you look at it, most teams, Chandler get pressure on most quarterbacks that the Arizona Cardinals play against. It's just but if you look at a lot of times, it's holding calls because they got to hold him so that he don't get back there. I mean, so you really look at that first game where he had Tennessee, when he played against Tennessee, he had those 5 sacks. Chandler, he'll have a lot more stats if a lot
Yeah.
of the offensive tackles he going tight ends, he going to get weren't holding him.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see that. Like most of the time when Arizona play against teams, they'll do a big play, but they'll come back because the offensive tackle will hold him because the quarterback rolled out the pocket and Chandler was right there on him and he grabbed him and the referee right there. So I mean, the Browns gonna have to rely on their offensive line too because I believe it's gonna be a big game for Chandler and JJ both.
Yep.
And JJ had a big play against the 49ers in the game this past too. It was 4th down, I believe.
Yeah.
And he tipped the ball to the line of scrimmage, and I believe they had a receiver open. And it was 10-17. It was like it was the 49ers' last possession that they got. So that play sealed the game for us. So JJ Watt's still a threat. So
Yep, he is. And then the way the Browns defense let Herbert put up 26 points in that fourth quarter,
yeah.
I'm worried because Kyler Murray had way more weapons than Justin Herbert had. You got Christian Kirk, AJ Green, D Hop, Max Williams, Rondale Moore. Like Jesus.
Max Williams hurt too though.
Okay, he hurt.
And
what about Isabella?
Yeah.
Andy Isabella, he really don't play that much.
Yeah. But he can be a factor if he get in.
Yeah. He might have to step up now though. So since Max Williams hurt, even though Max Williams play tight end, he play receiver, they might
make some plays for him.
Make some plays for him.
So yeah. I got Arizona winning that game. I hope Kyler can keep up his MVP season, keep playing great. Even though he didn't have a high scoring performance yesterday, there were two pretty tough defenses playing yesterday. So
yeah, I believe, like you said, if the Browns, if they don't tighten up their defense,
he gonna have a field day.
They gonna Kyler Arizona's gonna have a field day.
He might stack fag on him.
Yeah. They're gonna have a field day. You see what the Cardinals offense did to the Los Angeles Rams, who won the best defense in the league. So you know what they gonna do to the Browns come Sunday if they don't tighten up.
Yep,
I agree. D-Hop and all them Rondale Moore, all them both, they gonna have a field day.
Yep, I agree. Court, anything you need to add?
The Chargers with the Chargers. Go ahead, Court.
Oh no, I ain't got nothing need to add.
Okay, but yeah, with the Chargers and the Ravens game, in that game, I'm gonna take the Ravens in that game. I'm gonna take the Ravens. I believe it's gonna be a good game though.
Yeah.
But like we were saying, teams got to figure Lamar out. And I really just don't think anybody figured Lamar out yet, honestly. And I believe that the Ravens, I got them winning that game by, let's say, I'd say 3. Probably about 3.
Okay.
It might come down to a field goal.
I got the Chargers actually winning that game. I think Derwin James and company in the defense will get a stop. And I got the Chargers winning, let's say, 24-17.
Okay.
What about you, Corey? You gonna call the score? You gonna call the score in the game?
I say 24-21. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it's gonna come down.
Yeah, I like that. I like that 24-21.
I feel like the Chargers gonna win by 3. It's gonna come down to the wire. Cause
I got the other way though.
Okay. If the Chargers defense don't stop Lamar with the run, it's gonna be a spooky game, and they're gonna have to stop him with that run. They're gonna have to make him throw the ball. They're gonna have to make him use his arm that game, because if they don't, the score might be looking. It's gonna be I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be looking real bad if they don't stop Lamar with the run. But they make him sit in that pocket and throw the ball and show how accurate he can be. Then maybe, you know what I'm saying, it'll go down to the wire. I say 24-21 Chargers.
Okay.
But like we said, it start with that defensive line. So the defensive line gonna have to win at the line of scrimmage, to stop Lamar. Cause you know how dangerous Lamar is when he get in that second level. Like we said, he got to use his arm, because that defensive secondary, when we come to passing, that defensive secondary is pretty good. But he gonna have to use his arm.
Before we go, let's call the game on Browns versus Arizona. Let's see what y'all think the score and the outcome gonna be.
You said Brown versus Arizona?
Yep.
You want to go first one?
No, I'm gonna let you go first.
You know who I think gonna win. You know we gotta stay undefeated. My Arizona Cardinals. I could say I got 31-21 score.
Okay, let this go. Me personally, where the Browns play last night, and then defense, the way the Arizona defense is, I got Arizona winning 31-17.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say probably like 31-20. 21. Yeah, around that range, because the way Odell was looking, he really wasn't producing against the Chargers. And Nick Chubb and David Njoku, they were doing their thing. And Baker Mayfield was doing good, so I'd say around 31-21. And looking at the Cardinals defense, they gonna shut. I ain't gonna lie. With that defensive line, JJ Watt and it's Chandler Jones. Yeah, Chandler Jones.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. It might be routes for Nick Chubb.
Okay. Yep. Alright, so we got another episode Wednesday. We'll have another special guest. So be tuned in for that. The Voice of Sports Season 2, Episode 3. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.